Hi everyone. So how's your 2021 going? I ask because, as we all know, 2020 was, well, shit. But indubitably, the most tragic thing to happen that year was the shutting down of the iconic Adobe Flash Player. Now the thing with Flash is that anyone can make a Flash game. Well, not anymore, but they could, you know what I mean. So anyway, several Plants vs. Zombies fans made a game based on the series. I've decided I want to pay my respects to the program. Instead I mostly talk about PvZ. Looking at PvZ Flash games seems like the best idea. But, before I begin, there is something worth discussing. Flash is no more, but many games have been backed up. I'm sure you've heard of things like Flashpoint by now, and if not, look it up. But anyways, most of the games here have been backed up, so if you like what you see, you can probably still play it. However, a couple of these games look like they might be unplayable, so keep that in mind. Truly a tragedy, but with that out of the way, let's take a look at some games. So I mostly wanted to talk about fan games for this video, but I suppose I should take a look at the official PvZ Flash game. Back when PopCap's website was good, you could play this game on there, and for what's essentially a free demo of the main game, it's actually pretty neat. There's some weird things like the potato mine being replaced by the squash for some reason, but anyways, you can play the first 14 levels, and there's even custom versions of Survival and Vasebreaker. There's also an exclusive zombie, the Giga Football Zombie, a football zombie with the health of a gargantuar, which is just terrifying. Overall though, for a free version of a game that you could get running on, say, a school computer, it's pretty good for letting you get relatively far in, and also having more exclusive content than you might expect. Pretty cool, but I'm sure most of you have seen it already. Let's talk about some fan-made projects now. First up, Plants vs. Zombies Star Wars? Oh wait, it's Plants vs. Zombies Star War. Okay. So for whatever reason, we have a spaceship and some zombies want to take it down, so we need to place plants to defeat them. But the plants only have so much energy before they fall off, I guess? So we gotta keep replacing them, and if we have 3 of the same kind, then they get powered up. Now this might seem like a decent concept, but here's the thing. This is just a copy of some mobile game called Naughty Kitties. It's got the same gameplay, even the ships are just ripped straight from there. I guess the developer thought the games were similar enough to mash together like this, but I don't know. I used to play a lot of Naughty Kitties and I still play a lot of PvZ, but I got bored of this game after like 2 minutes. Now here we have Zombies Paradiso, which is apparently Italian for paradise. I don't know why it's called that though, because 1, the game isn't even in Italian, and 2, the whole point of the game is to kill zombies, which hardly seems like a paradise for them, in my opinion. But let's just begin. So first we need to pick a character. Our choices are David and Dave. Are these identical twins? Does his name change when he changes his pants? I have so many questions, but I'll just pick one and move on. Now the gameplay. You know Bomberman? It's that. Well, except for the fact that it is a pain in the ass to time these bomb detonations. We have a few zombies we need to kill, and then we hop in a portal to beat the level, but the controls are just not good. Like, half the time I did an input, it wouldn't even work. Also, be careful not to blow yourself up, or, this happens. Interesting game. So since these Flash games apparently really like to copy other games, let's look at one that's very blatant about it. Angry Birds vs. Plants. These 2 games were some of the biggest faces in mobile gaming back in 2009. Even though PvZ was originally a PC game, but I digress. I can see why somebody would want to combine them. It's an interesting idea. Although the final game doesn't really play like either of them, there are assets ripped from both though. So, how does it play? Well, our goal is to have Red get eaten by the Chomper. Why do we want that? I don't know, but it's what we gotta do, and to accomplish it, you click on glass to make it disappear, and let physics take care of the rest. As we progress, things get a bit more complicated. For example, we can use the Fume Shroom to propel Red, or we can use the Walnut to jump. Not sure how that works, but okay. Anyways, this game is super easy. It took me like 10 minutes to complete, and I beat almost every level on my first try. But honestly, this game wasn't half bad. I mean, it wasn't half good either, but I kinda enjoyed it. Definitely the best fan game so far. Next is Plants vs. Zombies Christmas. Man, if I made this video a few weeks ago, not only would it be right before Flash was shutting down, but it also would have been closer to Christmas. I need to stop being so lazy. Well, I guess people could be watching this in summer of 2035 or something like that, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, zombies are dropping in with balloons, and we control a pea shooter who wants to prevent this. You use the arrow keys to move, space to shoot peas to pop their balloons, even though cactus is the plant that's supposed to pop balloons. And you can also find power-ups like faster firing, and you can collect jalapenos and cherry bombs for powerful explosive attacks. It's an endless type of thing, you know, see how far you can get, and it's alright I guess, but a bit monotonous. Time for the final game, and what the hell is this? Plants vs. Aliens. Okay. Well, it plays like PvZ mostly. Well, sunflowers now collect sun automatically. That was nice of them. And for whatever reason, the progress of the level is measured by a snail. Other than that, just your typical gameplay, real normal. Okay, so this is obviously weird looking, but the bouncing is also so bad. Like, why are there 50 billion enemies already? This is the second level. I wasn't really having much fun. It does look like there's some custom plants in here, but I don't really care about those. It's just a weirder, less balanced version of PvZ, which I just don't need. So those were some PvZ Flash games. In fact, I think it was all of them. There aren't really that many. And most of these weren't that good, but they were at least interesting to take a look at. And now that I think about it, that describes a lot of what Flash had to offer. Like, yeah, there were tons of good games, but also tons of not good games. Despite this, it would be a catastrophe if all these games were gone to history, so thank goodness we have things like Flashpoint to back them up. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. I've been Extra. Have a sensational rest of your day.